I just want to
Just go. Welcome one, welcome all to DeFi Crypto and Airdrops, Crypto and Chill Edition. Tonight we have some special guests. We have Malik, aka Matt. He is a streamer. Malik?
Yeah.
All right.
Love it, Malik.
We'll just call you Malik. So he streams over on the Arena. And are you on YouTube?
I am Drew's co-host on the Blockchain Basement.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if you had your own.
I do.
Your own.
Honestly, until I can get 100 people to follow it, I'm not mentioning its name. It's not. It's just embarrassing. No.
Well, how are you gonna get people to follow it if you don't mention it?
Let me think about this. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
When New Year's Eve was one thing, right? When we were all out of our minds and I was almost burning my house down. That was different.
It was chaos. And as always, I got my boy Jeff. He's my co-host on Tuesdays and Fridays for Crypto and Chill. And then last but not least, we got Twice Slice, aka Gina. She is a new streamer, and we love to kind of help people try to, get if they're good people. We like to. Oh, and there's our boy. We like to try to help people out. Get good people with good content, help them grow their channels. So. Like to welcome her to the channel. So we're going to go ahead and just kick this right off. Jeff, do you want to introduce the socials real quick, and then we'll just kind of jump right into it?
You can follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you that.
There you go.
It's funny. I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't wear a shirt.
Nope, you're not the only one.
Wait, I'm supposed to take off my shirt? Oh, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, take it off. Ooh, baby.
Free the nipple.
You guys
saying.
don't want that for me in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, we do.
We appreciate everyone out there joining us here at DeFi Crypto and Airdrops, where me and Mike go live every Tuesday and Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can check us out on YouTube here at DeFi Crypto and Airdrops. If you're on Twitter, jump over in the chat on YouTube and get engaged with the community there. Mike also does Money Talks show on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. DeFi Masterclass on Wednesdays. New time is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Interviews coming on Thursdays. And a DeFi Academy that's all for free. Great information and bringing DeFi, traditional finance, airdrops, all kinds of great.
My YouTube does not look like that. Sorry.
No.
Not look like that.
We'll get you there. You can follow our brother channels, Jake Call, Blockchain Basement, Discover Crypto, DeFi University, and me at the Blockchain Report.
Hey,
Jake Call has.
We'll have to add either Gina or Malik on their YouTube channel on there.
Oh, that would be so cool. I need help.
I bet you that Gina will be more useful than me because
I'm
a little bit older than Gina, if you can't tell. And my skills in this area are more limited.
You know more than I do, Malik.
Maybe, but it doesn't mean I don't understand YouTube better.
So if you're new to DeFi, Jake Call has a great product called Metrics Finance. It's basically a portfolio simulator that tracks all your DeFi positions, and him and David are actually working on some features that are going to enhance this, but there is a free version or free subscription to get you started. And if it provides you value, jump over to the monthly or yearly subscription as you see fit. Also, David's DeFi University is pretty much all free now, and it has a complete learning path. The only thing that's paid is the daily live mentorships, which is 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That's $96 a month, I believe. But you can get started for free with the
$96.
Nice.
No, that's
I might do that.
Well, you got 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday of
okay, that's not that
coaching. Yeah, it's pretty good, Actually, and Mike, DeFi wise, newsletter, which is only $20 a month. So they got daily ranges Monday through Friday. You're hitting them pretty good. I saw you post something in the Discord yesterday.
Dude, the DeFi ranges. I think we've only gone out of range once on one of the pools on the the ranges that I gave for liquidity pools.
Yeah, that's great stuff, man. You're getting up early before the traditional markets open, so it's working hard for all you out there. Working hard.
Absolutely.
Wait, who gets up early?
You what?
Go ahead, keep going.
Who gets up early? Because I feel like everybody here is a degenerate because of our first show. I feel like we all stay up till like 2 in the morning.
I'm up at 4 in the morning every morning.
Oh my god.
Oh, ex-military.
I go to bed at 3 p.m., maybe 4 p.m., and I wake up around 7. So I get no sleep.
Well, you're a streamer and a mom.
Yeah, that's not fair because you're a mom, so you just don't get sleep for being a mom. So.
No, don't get any rest whatsoever.
No, and I'll have to get your guys' Twitter and stuff on here too. You can catch us on _only_DCA, Mike at Veteran4Crypto, me at the BCR142. You can catch us streaming on Pump.Fun and the Arena, and also our wonderful guests are streaming on the Arena here.
Yes.
There's Gina.
I didn't realize we were competing.
Oh yeah,
Malik is right here.
What is a good sign is that when we started, you had 90 and I had like 20, and now it's up to 116.80. That's actually very strong.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Yeah. Look at that, crushing it. Damn.
Hey, go back to the YouTube channel real quick, Jeff. I want to make sure that it popped up. Refresh.
Check this out.
Then I want to show you something on the Arena after you're done with that.
Let me show you something.
There we go. Yep, there's Gina. All right.
There
I
you go.
added her while you were talking.
Well, Malik, how long have you been streaming for?
So whatever day Arena started streaming, that exact day going forward. And I maybe have missed like 3 days total. Except for, no, that's stupid. I missed like 2 weeks. I got sick. But other than that, I pretty much stream at least sometime every day. Even on weekends.
For the past year or two?
No, way less than a year because they launched streaming March. Does anybody in the Arena chat know? Was it March of last year? March, April?
Oh, so you've been on there for a while.
Yeah, Gina, you've only been doing it for like 2 months, right?
What?
Streaming?
On the Arena?
Yeah.
I've been on the Arena for a month and a half.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into this because I'm kind of curious to get some different points of view because I know that we all kind of have our own, kind of genre of crypto that we'd like to pay attention to. Jeff is over in airdrops. Malik, he likes racing ducks. And then
apparently everybody does because other people do it now too. We're building our own duck race now.
I heard you were saying on New Year's. And then of course I do DeFi. So the topic tonight, and we can bounce in and out of it and just kind of let it flow, but I kind of want to get each of your input on when and if this market does take off again. What do you think is going to be the catalyst? What is going to make it kick off? Because it's been flat and dead for a while now. So we'll go around the horn. Jeff, what are your thoughts? What do you think is going to kick this next pump or bull market off?
Well, I've been thinking the injection of liquidity from the Fed, but after last year, I don't know what's up with these rate cuts. I know that Trump has picked I forget the guy's name as the next Fed chair, but I mean, looking at the Venezuela situation, the oil that's going to be coming on the market, I'm wondering how that will impact everything. So a lot of people seem pretty bullish. I've been in a bunch of Twitter spaces, and everyone's talking about the bullish indicators on the monthly and weekly, and so it's looking pretty good. But I don't know. I mean, I know DeFi is going to have its place, but I'm kind of wondering how much longer we'll have these nice APYs for.
We can get today. We can get into
that. But hey, Matt, what do you think? What do you think's the going to kick?
I was almost certain that we were going to have a bad first quarter, but whatever happened, either my sparkler or the raid on or Venezuela, whichever one was the catalyst for what's happening right now. I don't know which one it was, but either our New Year's Eve party or Madeira, could be both, right? It clearly has unlocked a pent-up energy that is in the market, and I feel like this is not I think, if anything, pullbacks are going to be bear traps, not bull traps. I feel like bulls have kind of taken over, and obviously everybody wants to see it go above $96,000 Bitcoin and then get to 100. Then I'll really believe we're like full blown. But I'm afraid to be too bullish because I've never seen a real bull market before, apparently, from what I've been told.
Me too.
I've never seen it. So I got in. I was in crypto during the last 2 months of the bear market before Luna went boom, and then life has been, lots of shorting. So, but even when Bitcoin was rolling to its all-time high, it didn't do much for our altcoins, right? Drew was the only one that sold at the high. He's the only one I know that sold his altcoins, knowing that everything was going to pull back like some sort of magician. So,
well, there was some alts. So the ISO tokens, XRP, XLM, all that. That's what my whole portfolio was. So when those pumped, I sold them all, just because I didn't believe in it anymore. And that's when I got into DeFi. But Gina, what are your thoughts? What do you think is kind of causing this little baby pump that we've been getting, and what do you think is going to be, what's going to send us high?
Well, I think that we're seeing a little pump. They're trying to test that 94K area, I believe, see if it'll hold. But also stuff going on in the news. You got Trump and also the market's going crazy. But I believe that we are going to see a bullish run pretty soon here. Like what May said, on the 4-hour charts are oversold. I expect a big retrace in the next few days. I'm not completely sure about the next few days, but I feel like it's going to happen very, very soon. I feel it in my bones.
You feel it in your bones?
Yeah.
Well, I hope your bones are right, because I'm with Matt. I haven't seen. I got into crypto at the very end of the last bull cycle. My first crypto was Shiba Inu, and I made a bit of money off that. I got in before it pumped, and then I spent the next 4 years, 5 years now, learning about crypto and investing, putting my money in, and we were supposed to get the bull run last year, and it just never, kind of those historical bull runs that we keep hearing about, these things of legend.
Yes,
they never materialized, and except for very select projects. So
you have to be lucky enough to be in one of those.
Yeah.
I feel like one soon, though. I really do. I really feel like we're going to see it soon. And plus, they're tokenizing global assets now.
How does that help you, Gina? What global assets are you buying?
I'm not buying shit.
I know. I'm just saying, like, how is that helping either of us? I don't.
But
well, she didn't say that it was going to help
No,
her.
I know.
We asked what was going to make it pump.
Oh, you mean you think the RW they're going to make the whole crypto markets pump? Okay, that could work.
The fact that they're switching to tokens instead of like paper money, and they're digitalizing everything. So I think we're going to see like a little pump at least with everything else.
I would tend to agree.
God. I hope
I mean, of course, I'm biased. My thing is DeFi and RWAs. But everything that I look at all day long, news wise and things like that, is there is constant new regulation being passed. Here in a couple of days, I believe that the new framework for DeFi and things like that is going before the Senate for a vote. And of course, they already passed the Genius Act, the Stablecoin Act. And there's all the institutions. I mean, all the banks, the NASDAQ, the DTCC working with Canton Network. All of them are tokenizing real world assets, stocks, bonds, treasuries, all real estate, all that stuff. So everything is going on chain. So if you just ignored the prices and just looked at what is physically going on with regulation, which is the rules, the rules of the road for the future financial system, that's all being drafted and passed right now. These institutions are building at breakneck speeds, and all of it's happening while the prices are, have been going down or sideways. This is a huge opportunity, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just what I'm doing. I see what's going on. The key for me is for these different projects, because of their unique tokenomics, how does the success of that chain translate to profits for the token holders? Because they're all different.
Exactly.
So what are your thoughts on that, Malik?
I don't understand how it works. I want to believe there's a way for it to happen, right? And I have been a part of building tokens and mapping out tokens where the real world activities accrue value back, right? So I understand how in theory it will work, but I don't know that I see any that are out there where I can explain in basic terms how token goes up because revenue's coming in, or traditional ways that companies generate value.
So I'll give you an example. So Aerodrome is one that I'm very knowledgeable about.
I love Aerodrome. Yep.
Yes. And the way that it potentially could transfer that value to token holders is, one, it being deflationary, which is, they like burns and locks and things like that. So all of the fees, 100% of the fees on Aerodrome is either paid out to VE Aero, people that lock Aero, which is, VE Aero. And anything that's not paid out is max locked automatically. So, they don't, it's not like the team keeps the tokens and they have those to sell. So basically it kind of gatekeeps those tokens, if that makes sense. So with a lot of the new things that are coming out here in Q2 of this year, they're claiming, still to be determined. I want to see it first. They're claiming that the Aero token is going to be 85% deflationary. So with less tokens in circulation, potentially that's going to give upward pressure for price. And then of course the new platform being multi-chain. Me and Jeff did a deep dive on it, where there's 10 separate chains or more. That's just when we did the deep dive, that are going to be on Aerodrome now. So there's a lot of different things like that. Yeah.
Are they all EVM? They're all EVM, right?
No. There are some that are non-EVM.
Oh, that's going to be game changing for DeFi.
Well, it's going to be a game changer for Aerodrome for sure, because Aerodrome is doing huge amounts of volume and it's only on base network.
Right.
So Uniswap is multi-chain. And Aerodrome, for being a single chain, isn't that far behind Uniswap. So, Jeff, what are your thoughts as far as kind of tokens and projects, and what projects are you looking at that you see having the best potential due to their tokenomics to be able to transfer value back to token holders? Like Ethereum, you can stake now and they're paying dividends for staking.
Yeah, real quick, Deadwood, I think it's sometime in Q2 when Aerodrome and Velodrome are merging.
Yeah, it is. It's a Q2. Velo and Aero are merging, and the new token comes out and the new platform launches.
But man, Canton, I'm glad you brought them up with the news about NASDAQ being a super validator. I don't know if you saw that yet.
I did.
But I wanted to bring that up today because that's going to be huge. Getting more financial institutions and traditional finance integrated. I see Canton doing pretty good things. I'm really excited for those of you who don't know, we have an interview on the 20th or
it's the 20th of January.
Founder of Canton Network, and they've been building for a decade, and we just heard about them last year. So they've been quietly building, and seeing all these partnerships and stuff is huge.
Canton was building before sort of crypto, or it was like the moment crypto started.
Pretty much.
No, yeah, like 2015, 2014.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, the founder was involved in some other projects as well, so he's got deep ties.
Canton is a direct competitor to Aerodrome, right?
No.
No,
Canton, I would say Canton is more of a competitor with XRP or Ripple. So Canton Network, they are exactly. They are the network for networks. So banks, institutions that have their own networks, but they don't necessarily want to share a network with other banks and other institutions because they don't want everything that's happening on their network to be visible to everybody else. Canton connects those siloed networks. So already Canton is generating $700,000 in fees per day. Now, how that potentially is going to transfer, over or translate over to token holders, that's another story.
$700,000 a day in fees?
Yeah. It's massive. All right. So
that's
and I mean, speaking about RWAs real quick, so Polymarket announces that they're launching real estate prediction markets. So
I buy something next.
With the whole RWA play, you're going to see all these new features in prediction markets on probably predicting car prices and all kinds of other shit.
These prediction markets are getting out of control.
Dude,
I just got to say,
what are they? Yeah, like, dude.
Well, how much of that will dictate the way the market shifts? Because you saw with elections, right? How accurate they were with certain predictions, and when things
they're accurate for politics. They're more accurate than polls could ever be because they're not asking biased questions, and people have to actually put their money where their mouth is, right?
I just mean, how many things do you need to gamble on? You know what I mean?
It is getting out of control.
Real quick, before we get too far down the road, Gina.
Markets.
Hold on, real quick, Gina. What tokens are you looking at? What projects are you looking at that you're buying and holding long term, hoping that that they're going to get good price appreciation, and kind of what is it that you see that makes you think that they will?
Well, right now I'm kind of holding a little bit of everything, but Jasmine is something I'm holding.
OG token.
Yeah,
it's a Japanese token.
Yeah, in Japan, they're tokenizing a lot. Their banks are switching over. Crypto is becoming a big thing over there. So I see a big future for it, and especially all the Asian cryptos. I don't know all of them, but I know that they're switching their shit. So I believe that we'll see a nice pump in the Asian cryptos as well. And plus, I gotta, support my people. But
I think I wanted to say something, but I didn't have.
Yeah, you're racist. No,
yeah.
no. JK.
Secure your privilege.
Okay. I'm not white, but
actually, Asians have more privilege than white people, man. Asians be kicking ass when it comes to
their starting IQ at birth. That's for sure.
Well, they start out with a higher IQ.
Yeah.
They're a lot more successful. They're a lot more focused. Their family
structure is more intact.
Oh, dude! Like Asians, they have more privilege than anybody.
Yeah.
I can't say anything else. No.
Rice skinned is the best skinned.
What is it?
I'm rice skinned.
Rice.
Yeah.
Skinned.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use rice for just about anything, right? So.
Oh yeah. Dessert. Dinner.
They got tiger moms.
True.
Yeah. You could use that as skincare and hair care. Everything. Rice is life.
Oh yeah.
Rice is life.
I eat rice with every meal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I learned how to make rice in a pot with the finger method and stuff without a rice.
Oh, yeah. First knuckle. First knuckle.
First knuckle. I use my ring finger, but yeah.
Well,
yes.
my ex is a Polynesian.
I lived in Korea for a year.
Oh fuck yeah!
You were in it.
Oh, actually, I have a pressing question from one of my.
Not North Korea, right?
What's the question?
For veteran crypto, is veterans back? What is veterans background? His actual background? Like, is he really a lumberjack looking dude in a wooden cabin with a wooden
that cabin?
Board? I really hope it is. You got to ask the question we all want answered.
So I this is actually how I started streaming. I retired from the military after 22 years in 2015. Sold everything, moved up here into the middle of nowhere, bought 20 acres, lived in a tent, and built this cabin myself.
Hell yeah. Love it. You built that whole cabin?
Wait, where did you live when you built the cabin? Out of your car?
In a tent.
I knew it. I knew it.
That's dope.
So,
how's your back?
What's that?
How's your back? What did you sleep in? Did you sleep in like a sleeping bag or did you have a cot?
Oh, just had a sleeping bag on the ground.
How's your back doing?
Oh, that's how I lived for a lot of my military career, was sleeping on the ground.
They rugged my stream.
Oh no!
Again, every time I hop on StreamYard,
what?
It lags my. A lot of things lag my stream, but
that's because of your computer. Yeah.
Yeah. I really need to get that fixed.
Yeah.
All right. People need to tip Gina so she can get a new laptop.
She has the computer, I think, right? You just
I just need 2 more parts. I have $300 worth of parts I need to get: a motherboard and a storage, and then like little things like the tools for it.
Making my own computer seems so impossible that I don't even nah.
Everything's getting more expensive too because they're using the fucking the same type of materials for AI.
Yeah.
You want to hear something cool about that? My main investor in the first person that ever invested in me in the film business and in other ventures who I'm still very close with. He just made a major bet on a chip company that's going explicitly for AI. The chip is going to run infinitely more efficient than the NVIDIA, because apparently NVIDIA chips are not good for AI in like any way. They're not, because they weren't designed for it to begin with, and they're like very energy inefficient, and they also don't. They just require a ton of electricity, right, or whatever, however you get it. And that they're going after. He kind of showed me a little bit of it. I'm technologically fuzzy. He's.
All right, I got to apologize to Hapu.
Yeah, Hapu.
Oh, okay. Hapu. No, Marlene. always assume that people in the chat are like dudes because there's so few like women in crypto, and so I always say like, "Oh, thanks, brother," you know, and so I misgendered her.
No.
I mean,
I should have known. I mean, it says Marlene, but I'm old. My eyes suck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push everybody into your stream right now, veteran.
Oh,
so Matt, when is the VDEX airdrop?
Well, I'm gonna assume that since everything Jose has told me so far is actually like just dead accurate, that if I don't think either of us when we had this conversation thought the market was going to run first of the year. So I think it's going to come sooner. So I think it's going to be like late January, early February, mid-February. Whereas I was thinking if the market was really slow, he'd probably, and because I know there's a number of weeks, right, that he has between with the way the whole system set up, right, with the points. So I think the end of March is sort of like was sort of like, I think in his mind, but he wanted it to launch sooner. He would have launched in January if he could. My guess is probably February now. So that would be awesome if it's in February. That'd make me very happy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think that airdrop's going to be very big for people on this because we're all so early. And
Dude,
the competition's not going to even, I don't think the competition will start heating up probably like in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. What's the Fortify? I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Fortify is a DeFi thing on Avalanche. I'll show you if you want. I wanted to ask you two something about am I allowed to ask a DeFi question later?
You can ask it any time, brother.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Did I answer the question? What tokens what companies I like? Because I actually do like two.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ben.
I like
Name
Tau. I like, but for the purposes of
Kelly's favorite
AI.
That's a good AI play.
Yep, and I really like. I think Litecoin is going to have a big run. It has a major privacy mechanic in it that I did not understand, and it's proof of work. So I think the combination of privacy with, as you see, ZEC and XRM and proof of work could become a very strong thing, movement. And I've had strong ears to the ground. Usually, my sources never tell me the same thing. But when two of the three of them give me the same coin from totally separate worlds, I'm like, I gotta look at this. And the more I looked into it, the more I'm like, well, they haven't run yet. And the other token that hasn't run yet, Pengu, because never have I had a token. They have our actual real world business, which I don't know how they connect, but it's so much bigger than the cost of their token.
So I don't know a ton about memes, but Pengu, earlier last year, it pumped for a minute with other memes, but the other part of their business, and this is something that was actually very unique at the time that he did it, is the original founders basically bailed, and so the community, or this one individual, the guy that runs it now, took it over.
It wasn't takeover, okay.
And he launched the physical products. So he came up with all the little stuffies and all the little penguins and stuff like that.
Yep.
That by buying the stuffed penguins in like Walmart, you got an NFT of one of the little Pengu penguins, and it just went viral. So just that physical, that physical, stuffy,
Luca,
along with the NFT and the token, it was kind of new because before that, pretty much all the memes were just like buy the meme, hope it pumps. So he actually kind of turned it into an actual business.
And I'm not a big meme. I never was. I wasn't a big. Just because I was over on Solana before I came over to Arena and Avalanche, it wasn't. It was before the meme coin thing, right? Way before.
Yeah.
So, I do have a man down. One of my cameras and lights got taken out by a cat, but we're just gonna leave it. Okay, just gonna leave it. I'm like, but because I get too excited, Pengu's more exciting to me than my entire lighting setup. So, I think Luca. I'm pretty sure. Does anybody know what his last name is? Somebody just said it here. Nets, right?
And he's
I think Kalio's going to have him on stream next week. So
who is
Kalio, Crypto Kalio? He is more of he's an OG. He's Spicy Rich's brother, but he's an OG on crypto Twitter. Always in the top 10 of like the things I wish I could be part of.
The top streamer on the arena too.
Who?
That Kaleo or whatever.
Oh yeah, Kaleo is the #1 earner on the arena by 5x, and he hasn't been on it in he's been on it once in the last 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, no. If you go into Arena Book and look at who the top earners are, Kaleo, on everyone, and it isn't even close who number 2 is. I think he's made 140,000 ABACs in one category.
Holy shit!
No joke.
Was here earlier. Why didn't anybody tell me about this fucking platform?
Me too. Hi guys, you want to say hello to my cat? I don't think unless she says hello, she's not gonna go. She's just gonna stay here. She's like, hi.
Hello.
It's
a big cat. That's how we lure them in. What?
Yeah, no, she has very sharp nails right now. She's very dangerous.
Oh, nice.
I've never cut my cat's nails, and she never claws anything.
Oh, nice.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, usually,
does she have extendo claws? You know, cats she has the extendo claws, the ones that come out, and then
she has everything. She was fixed when I found her. I found her outside my cabin. I don't know where she came from. Nobody lives around me, so she just magically appeared in the middle of the woods, and I couldn't find who she belonged to, and so I wasn't going to put her outside. That would have been a death sentence.
Yes, not where you live, dude. You literally are a lumberjack, bro.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I see mountain lions and bear and all kinds of stuff outside. All the time.
If one day we're on stream and like some other covert operations unit from another country comes trying to grab you, I won't be surprised. It'll be right out of the movie. And then we'll just see a bunch of flashing lights, and then you'll look at the stream like, I gotta go, and then you go back and you're out. That's how I see it happening.
There's absolutely no way that somebody could sneak up on me out here.
No, I was gonna say you probably have. I have a feeling that I could know exactly.
What it was like. He was just up here. I mean, it's like I can actually if somebody's coming down the driveway, coming on my property, I can actually feel the vibrations of the vehicle coming down the gravel driveway in my floor. So it's like, yeah, I mean, and then if you watch the animals. It's pretty evident as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you're saying that between the vibrations of the ground, which who can get around that? I guess somebody have to drop from the air, right? But then you'll probably hear birds or something, right? Like literally, there's something that acts as like a natural.
The trees
alarm
surrounded by trees.
Well, animals get quiet if there's a predator around, or if they're disturbed, by people.
Making noise,
everything stops making noise, so it just gets eerily silent. So if all the little chipmunks and all the birds and stuff like that, if all of a sudden it just gets quiet, that means there's a predator around.
Okay, that's actually very good to know. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, and honestly, it's all things that instinctually most people know. We're just so used to so much white noise. With traffic and cell phones, and people are buried in their screen, and they don't notice.
Whenever I'm around country folk, they always call me a city boy, right? There's like, oh, you're such a city boy. I'm like, I am. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I try to do things in the country, right? It's just I'm very bad at it. So it's just embarrassing. So people tend to, except shooting's the only thing I can do. Like shooting, I did well. I actually had somebody bet $1,000 against me being able to shoot. So, and they thought I couldn't hear them, and I was very angry that I heard them betting against me. So I made sure to hit that target as much as I could. I was very happy to make that person lose $1,000. Very happy.
I used to be a camp counselor.
Yeah, nice. Dude, you're like a weapons expert. You've been stabbing things for a very long time.
In my whole life, I'm very stabby.
Yeah, very stabby. Yes.
Me and Hop get along. We're both stabby young women.
Yenna is very stabby too.
With a burning passion for weapons. So
I actually prefer bladed weapons.
Me too. They're fun.
They scare me.
I mean,
you need skill to use them, and I feel like guns. I don't know, like yeah, it's you just shoot it, you know. But like if you go into a knife fight, you need to make sure that you're dipping and dodging and fucking swinging that shit, you know. Like I think it's way more fun than guns.
Well, I always carried a knife, a karambit, and a tomahawk on me whenever.
Karambit is my favorite knife.
I love karambit.
Me too. My karambit's the best. I know you say karambit, I say karambit, but
have you flipping it?
I just like it because I mean, it's like an eagle talon. You know, I mean, it's good for slicing. You can spin it around.
It's literally a cutting knife.
But also, isn't it the only knife that is designed not to be taken away from you? Basically, right? Like, if you get into close combat, like for someone like me, I don't want to hold a regular knife around somebody out because I'll probably end up it'll be used against me potentially, right? Yeah. Like, I don't want if anybody gets close enough to me to use a knife, I have done something wrong. That's what the gun's for. Like. I want to keep somebody away.
That's not necessarily true because if you're in CQB, if you're doing close quarters and like clearing a building or something like that, there's times where you might go into a room and somebody's behind a door or something like that. They grab hold of your barrel, and instead of trying to wrestle the rifle away from them, you can either pull your pistol or you can pull a knife and just give them a quick slice, and they're going to let go. So it's just. They're the right tool for the right job. Guns are for reaching out and touching people. Blades are for when you're up close and personal.
That's my favorite.
I don't want to get up close and personal. I just don't.
I do.
I'm not saying I won't be prepared for it. I just would prefer not to have to do that.
It's more intimate. It's more intimate when you're up close and personal.
I could throw a knife and throw an axe like really good. I could do trick shots. I could throw it behind my back and hit the target. I want to stream. I've threw an apple in the air, but I want to be able to stream IRL, and I've been waiting for the Arena app to come out so I can do that.
Oh, gotcha.
Here's all I can say about the Arena app is I'm pretty sure we're fully approved on one and almost approved on the other, so it's like very close. So we're like 50% there, because you got to get approved on Android, got to get approved on iOS, and usually it goes in order A, but I don't know if it is or not, but I just know that we just need one more thing from one more company, not two. That's good. Not two companies. We just need from one company, and we're golden.
I feel like even if they were approved also, they have a set roadmap in place. So I feel like even if they got approved right now, it would be another month and a half before they actually released it. Because that's what he said. He already said
the app?
Yeah, the app itself.
No, the app, I think they want that out as soon as they can. They obviously would want to spend like probably a week with the app being like, doing a couple things, but the app coming out they're prepared for all the things you have to do around it, whether it be like the app, because you got to put an advertising. That's when you start marketing, right? When you're in the stores, you probably want to be in there for like 7 days. There is a sort of beta mode. I've downloaded apps before where it's clear that it's not everybody can do it yet, right? So they're probably going to do like 7 days of that. But yeah, that'll be the key to the whole thing. I think.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't like people telling him when to release things. So I trust that more than likely it's the other way around. Now, if he tells you it's 2 months, it's probably coming faster now. But because in the past he would say it's going to be done in 2 weeks, and if they were 3 days late, he'd have 3 days of people just yelling at him for no reason. It's like, dude,
people online are terrible.
Dude, they're terrible creatures. And
how big of a team do they have? The Arena.
I think like 7 or 8, maybe 11.
Okay.
I mean,
so Marlene, I think she's in Finland, either from Finland or in Finland.
Oh,
and
she's.
Oh, okay.
That's my best friend.
Oh, is it? Okay. She says that Finns believe in stabbing being more respectful than guns.
It is more respectful, and I believe it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're more, brawlic, more. I don't want to say more of a man for using,
thank you.
Like a blade instead of a gun, but I feel like that's a little bit hotter, in my opinion.
Like the samurai.
I always thought that like hunting, nothing against hunting, and I mean if you're doing it for food, it's a different story.
Yep.
But when people call it a sport, I'm like, it would be a sport if you had a knife and you had to like chase down a deer, or you had to stalk a deer, and they had horns, you had a knife, and then it's like even playing field.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like when it's even. What if someone shoots faster than the other? I guess that's cool, but like I don't know. I just love the art of blades. So
well, there's definitely
art to them, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, I mean, there's an art to everything. I mean, there's an art to shooting. If you're good at shooting, there's definitely an art to it. But it's just
I love it too. But I just prefer the blade, and they're gorgeous. I love the different types of blades that there are. I'm actually building a forge at my dad's house, so I'll be making my own weapons very soon.
I've actually been contemplating doing that myself. I've been reading up on metallurgy.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's not surprising. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's I'm building this shop, and so I've been designing the shop, and just being a blacksmith. I mean, out here is a valuable skill.
Yeah.
So knowing how to make blades and knowing how to repair metal and stuff like that is a skill. Welding and all that as well.
I would fucking love to, and I can't wait. I think I'm gonna start with the there's like these throwing spears that are kind of like cylindrical. They're like kind of more round, but like
throwing darts.
I made a mistake. It's 21 people on the arena team.
21 people. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, Mike, what was that show that we were watching? Were you watching it with us? Me and your brother? That blacksmith show on Netflix where they were making the
fire.
Forge of Fire.
Shit was crazy.
They're pretty good.
There's some people on there that are very, very skilled. There's some people that I mean, all of them are more skilled than me, but there's some of them on there that are like next level. They do some cool shit.
Yeah, dude. I want to be that good. Maybe if they're still doing the show when I'm good, maybe I'll try to hop on there. But yeah, I would love to work with, they have high quality materials, like Damascus steel. They have the best leather, the best wood for
for handles and stuff.
Yeah. They got like Purple Heart and like cherry, or I'm like, I want to do that, dude.
Coca-Cola, and just all the exotic woods.
Yeah, dude, I would love that.
I want to learn how to. Well, I mean, Damascus, like true Damascus
steel, right?
Very rare.
Yeah. I would love to. You can make it yourself as well, but it's like really hard to make some Damascus steel.
You two can talk about making things yourself. I clearly want things made that are already pre-put together and don't require much assembly.
Well, true Damascus, like from a metallurgical standpoint, is actually there's only so much of it in the world, and most of it's been lost because I guess it comes from Damascus, and I guess they said it was like a meteorite that had landed, and it was like this special blend of different metals, and the heat and everything else made it very unique, and it was able to hold an edge because it's very expensive. Like an old school Damascus blade that's actual like Damascus steel. I mean, people pay millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for them.
I would if I had the money. I would.
Right, you would pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it's an artifact at that point, right? It becomes like a piece of art, right?
Yes, for just one piece, I would display it. Nobody would be allowed to touch it. Put it in a glass case.
Until someone tries to kill you, and then you use it. Touch.
You have it right there behind her.
Yep.
I'll be like, yep. I'll have like a little hammer. Break glass in case of emergency.
Oh, there you go. In case of zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
That's the other cool thing about blades too is you don't run out of ammo.
No, you can use it over and over again, and if you need to, you could just sharpen it. Even with some leather, you can get some leather from an animal too. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
True, you do have to worry about running out of ammo, but in my limited experience of situations where bad guys are coming after you, I don't think a knife would have got me out alive. I'm just saying. Oh, the gun was the sole reason why I'm sitting here right now, and I didn't even have to pull the trigger. Just the existence of it, the threat of its ability to go farther than me was enough to make all the cuckoo heads go, okay, maybe we're not going to do this today, right?
Yeah,
no, it's definitely a deterrent.
I feel like the gun is definitely more efficient in scaring someone up. Because if you're holding a knife in like a little fight, they'll be like, I could just take that knife away from you. What are you gonna do? I have a gun. Like.
Veteran, you live in the woods. Where do you live in New York, right, Gina?
Yeah, New York.
Okay, so this doesn't apply to you. But where do you live again? Wait, what are we supposed to call you if your name is the BCR142? That doesn't come out easy.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Or is it Jakob? Is it Jakob? Jeff or Jakob?
No, it's Joseph.
It's Jeff.
No, I know. I was just being sarcastic. I was just being stupid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he lives in Northern California. So me and Jeff
are all the big
time.
Yeah.
And I guess you and Gina are both Eastern.
Yeah. Yep, we're both East Coast. You're both West Coast. I get confused when people are in the middle, right? Like Chicago time. I know those two. I know when, because I lived in both. I've never lived in the middle ones.
Where are you at, Matt?
I'm in Detroit right now. I guess I did live in Chicago, but it was a short period of time.
Oh shit! I used to live in Flint.
You lived in Flint, Michigan? Dude, I don't know anybody that lives in Flint. I'm in Detroit.
I thought it was myth.
That's how I dated a girl that lived outside Flint. Then I found out where she lived, and it was basically a suburb of Detroit that was really rich, that liked to say they were from Flint, so nobody would come visit them. Literally.
Dude, Flint was rough. Flint was rough.
Flint is no joke. You not just
What's
that? Like you don't even walk anywhere in Flint unless you're walking with like multiple people, because you are going to fight.
Oh shit!
Like I don't know what their fetish is there, but they love to fight.
Dude, it's the water's been bad for so long. It's just poisoned their minds.
Oh yeah,
it must be. I don't know. I don't have any excuse for it or any way to explain it. It's just no bueno, no mas.
So where? I mean, you don't have to give like an exact location.
Oh no, I am so doxxed that.
Well, no, like Gina. I was going to ask where Gina's at, like state wise.
Yeah, I'm in New York. Upstate.
Oh, okay.
Everyone thinks I live in the city, but
no, I can tell that you lived. Yeah, I knew you were upstate.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I actually lived in Kingston.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I was the COO of a tech company out there, and so yeah, I lived out there for a year.
Kingston's like an hour north of Manhattan, right?
Yeah, Kingston. It's an hour-ish.
I made a movie where our hotels were in Kingston. We were technically not in Kingston shooting, but we were in the county that's just north. That like New York is like the only state that has like county by county film incentives. Where like if you shoot in Brooklyn, you get more money than if you shot in Manhattan for whatever. But the one county that what county is it? Is it Kingston County?
I forget.
Whatever county that one is, that one we made a movie there. It was very pretty.
It's such a cool area upstate, with all the old stone houses and the history that's up there.
It's Revolutionary War type ish.
Oh yeah, so cool.
It would be better if all the good, very like old houses weren't destroyed by ratchets. So
ratchets, what's that?
Ratchet people.
Ratchet people.
Oh, wretched! I thought you called it ratchet.
No, ratchet.
It's like old like value. Wow. Like they rent out as apartments now, or for the college students in my area, and All of them are, you got some like old houses from the 1800s, like very beautiful, but now they're all run down. It's falling apart because they just weren't taken care of properly. And it's kind of sad because there is some really cool looking buildings over here. But yeah, all that history. And they're so old to the fact where they need to restore it and not take it down. Like they're not allowed to. They'd have to restore it. But to restore them, it'll be like $1 million for restoration. But they don't have it. So it's crazy. Crazy sauce.
Looks like Colin on the arena says that I'm originally from Yorktown, where Cornwallis surrendered to the Americans.
Oh my God! Look at that tip from Colin to you. Holy badolies, $100.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Man, appreciate it, Colin. That's badass.
We love you.
Oh, I can show you how to stake it on the arena too.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
Sorry, I seen that staking's 10% now, not 20.
I have
last
not
time I
looked.
looked, it was 20.
I just
Last time I seen it was 10.
Let me look.
Let me double check.
Yeah, it says 10%, but I think that's a mistake.
Okay.
I know when I staked the other day,
Yeah.
it said it was 20.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Colin just said he heard they lowered it Monday.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, because I was staking some and I was like, oh wait, 10%? And I was like, oh shit.
Probably until the price goes up a little bit, I'm imagining. That's my guess. Because it's bullish because they need to make the token more deflationary. I mean, less, inflationary. Let's put it that way.
Oh, here's my boy Gary Packer. He was a guy that I enlisted in the Army years and years ago. He's a really good friend of mine in Utah.
Try Compton. Yeah.
Yeah, he says try Compton and Imperial Ave in California. Good people, unless you're alone.
Oh, I mean, try anything in Manhattan now. Like as of today. Woo.
Well, was it 77th in Amsterdam is where my dad was born and raised. It's right by the Natural History Museum, just on the right off the Central Park. But it's super cool. I love New York, the place, and most of the people, but the politics there are terrible.
I hate it here. To be honest, I'm thinking about packing everything up and moving out of the country.
I've actually been looking at the same. I was actually kind of half jokingly looking at Venezuela because I figured that there'd be some good deals right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at Thailand, Europe, and Bali.
I think Thailand would probably be my choice. My neighbor, that's where she's from, and I've been there before.
Yeah, I think it's my family. So
well, the people there are amazing. The dollar goes a long way there, and if you get away from the touristy areas, it's super, super chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy was out there last year, and he was raving about it.
Yeah, I heard like you can get like a skyline high-rise apartment, 3 bedrooms for
like a grand.
$100 a month.
Yeah.
100. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like,
no, you can get a really nice place for like a grand, like $1,500. You can get a really nice place.
And like over in Asia, it's not like just renting out. You're basically, it's kind of like owning a house in certain places. Like you make payments and it's yours, and it can be yours to sell afterwards. I'm not sure about all the statistics, but I think after you die, it doesn't go to your family though. I think you own it though until you want to get rid of it. That's how they do it in the Philippines. Just the little apartments, you can rent it like it's a house and lease it. So I think that's really cool. But like everything's so cheap there, food, the cost of living, the quality of life. Honestly, I'm struggling working 4 jobs, doing school, being a mom, and I still can't pay my bills. You know, it's so crazy.
I fully understand, Gina.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've had financial difficulty for the middle class, the lower to middle class, as bad since the Great Depression. I think we're getting close to being about as bad as it's been. And I don't want to go into all the reasons why I think it is, but we know. I think the lockdown is finally having its actual economic effect on people. You know, had they not given out all the paid people to stay quiet during the lockdown, right? Which is what they were doing. They were just paying you enough money to be like, all right, well, I don't work. But like, it's now clear to me that the independent film business is not coming back, not the way that it was ever. So like entire industries were just eliminated, right? And people, when they realize, okay, this isn't coming back, then they make a transition, which is always harder, right, than they expected it to be. The older they are, the worse. And then the young people who haven't had a chance to even start yet, what is normally a difficult thing to do now becomes seemingly impossible. Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I can get a house.
What's that?
I don't even know if I can get a house. I've been trying for years. You know, I'm just about 30. I have a child, you know, and I'm sick of like, mortgage is cheaper than rent. It's like if I were to have, if it's like if I don't have a car, it would be more expensive to Uber everywhere than it would be to have a car. So it's basically the same thing with houses. It's cheaper to have a house than it is to have an apartment, and it's like this whole cycle, and there's no catching up. There's no.
One thing that, I mean, people that live in the U.S., one thing I've told, you know, people that I know that are having that same problem is, you know, basically look at buying a piece of bare property and somewhat do what I did, you know, get an RV or, you know, build a tiny house. You know, you can get kits for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And basically you do that, and then you don't have a mortgage, you don't have a payment, and you just save your money, you know, to build your forever home, you know, eventually.
I have land, but the land is in a swampy area. I need to clear the trees, level it, and in the county, you have to dig a well. So all of that, it would be about 20 grand. And then after all that's said and done, then I build a house. Then I could put a house.
You have to reinforce the foundation and stuff so it doesn't sink.
Yeah.
Well, and another thing that you gotta think about too is septic. Make sure that you get it perk tested before you put too much money into it, because if it doesn't pass a perk test, you know, basically where it can run off, then you can spend a bunch of money to prep the site and, you know, drill a well and do all that, and you're going to end up with basically a dry cabin to where you can't have plumbing because you have nowhere for it to drain to.
Yeah, I have about 3 acres of forest.
Nice.
And and I was about to just give out my location. But
don't do it.
Yeah, so hopefully there's somewhere.
Dude, I was looking for the volume button, and I realized, oh, I'm not on. It's not my StreamYard. I can't mute her. I can't get rid of her. I'm like, oh, okay.
And I don't want to buy a house here in California.
Wait, say that again.
I didn't do that.
I can't hear you, Jeff.
Oh, you can't hear me?
There you go. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh. I was like, I'm in California, and there's no chance I'll be buying a house. And I'm an engineer. I make decent money.
Yes, you have you're like a adult professional.
And I'm almost 40 years old.
You're a real adult.
It's painful, bro. It's painful.
I mean,
our age.
I'm lucky enough to be able to afford my own apartment. You know, my friends all live together, and, you know, some of them live in different places together, but they all, you know, have to share and shit. But it's hard for some of them to even find a job now. And
it is.
Yeah. Well, what we need, Jeff, what we need to do is we need to build you a tiny house up here on the property.
Yeah.
And then we'll get another place in like the Philippines or Thailand or something like that. And we'll go back and forth.
Yes.
Actually, Gina,
my favorite food is Filipino food.
Do you speak, was it Tagalog?
Tagalog. Tagalog?
I understand it, but I have trouble speaking it and I can't read it. But I can understand what they're saying. My mom never taught me as a kid. But yeah, if you want land in the Philippines, they're making it so only citizens can. So if you need me, we can go in. We can go in on it.
That's what I'm thinking. Then we could like buy a bigger piece. We'll like subdivide it, and then we can just have like a crypto colony in the Philippines.
Well, we'll just live lavishly and eat cheap, and we'll stream all the time and make our money that way.
You know what we could do is have like tiny houses where like you could have like your separate little area and then just have like a badass common area.
Yeah. Oh my God. We can like build a pit, like a hangout pit. Those ones that kind of dip down into like those pits where they used to have in like their the houses back in the day where it was like a lounging pit.
Oh yeah, like back in the 60s and 70s where it's like the sunken living room.
Yes. Oh my God, that would be so dope.
Dude, I would love to have one of those. Those are so sick.
Yeah.
Keep lechon every night. Oh my God.
Yes, lechon. I love it. Like for any occasion, for every occasion, no matter what it is.
You gotta have a roasted pig.
They have a roasted pig. It's like so awesome.
There's a place here in just south of San Francisco.
You got to bury it.
We had ordered I forget what party it was, but we got this whole pig, man. It was so good. You just hear the crackle when you stab into it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shit's
no, the best way to cook it though is they put all the spices and stuff like that. They wrap it in the palm leaves and the chicken wire, and they bury it, and they let it like roast like that, and then they pull it out and put it on the spit, and then it's so juicy, and I mean you can just pull pieces. Oh, so good.
But the one thing that always got me was like the head. I know some of my family members that would be like, "Ooh, I want the ears or like the eyeballs for me." Oh no! Do you like that shit, Jeff?
I ate all the weird stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God, Jeff. Have you tried the eyeballs?
Yeah, once. Yeah.
All right.
My dad said try anything once, and if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it again. So
that's a good motto.
Slimy looking things because I just can't. Like I did like sushi. No, I can't. I can do one variation of it. I can't do it in all variations. I tried.
What's going on in the chat in Arena? Zen Girl says veteran is living Colin's life.
Yeah,
I made a clip of him.
I bought my house after the 2008 crash. I quite literally got paid to buy a house by the government with zero down. Cut me a check, $8,000. I didn't do anything. And then he said, I prefer, as someone who used to own a home, I prefer to rent, just way less bullshit. Which I do understand that because watching sometimes doing the upkeep of the house I live in and seeing how much it costs and
how much property taxes is. I mean, you're basically renting it from the government.
It's outrageous. It's like so criminal. Criminal.
That's why I don't want to.
You're not paying less than $10,000 a year here in California. Like that's on the cheap side.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it in America. I want to go outside and do it somewhere else because a lot of other places, they have. It's so crazy. Refugee programs for the citizens of America. Because they're like so worried about us. You can get like an Italian citizenship, super easy. Ireland.
The only one that's lived in Italy, like formally here, I can tell you, it's not because they're concerned about us. It's because their population
they need it
down so fast. They were the first
bad
nation to ever drop below the 1.3 children per couple threshold of all Western countries. So they're at 1.19 now, which is bonkers. Wow. So there are basically not going to be Italians in 40 or 50 years unless they find a way to get their birth rate up.
Same thing in Japan. Japan has been trying to get people to come there to basically to breed with like locals.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because they'd rather have half Japanese, half Italians than no Italians, no Japanese.
Yeah.
Greece as well, Antikythera, that island, they are actually paying people
0.9.
to live there.
So I didn't know countries had dropped below 1 recently, but South Korea's 0.75 and Japan's 0.9.
Damn.
Dude, you talk about you weaken your dollar and you make your population base decrease, you're in deep shizzle.
They're not going to have any employees or nothing. Like, when the kids get older, you know, there's not going to be much more kids around. There's just like, I know that everybody over here, there's like a whole strike, you know, the women not wanting to have kids, but women naturally don't want to have kids if they don't feel safe in their environment. I don't feel safe. I was thinking about having another kid, but with the way the economy is going and everything, I don't want one.
We're starting to sound like that beginning of Idiocracy, where it has like that really smart, successful couple.
Oh yeah,
and they're like, we're gonna have kids, but we're just gonna, you know, with the economy the way it is, and you know, housing, and we're gonna wait. Yeah. And then you got like the idiots that are just like, hell yeah, you know, and they're like having like 18 kids.
I mean, I'm not suggesting that we should go full Islamic, like let's breed them out, right? Like, but I do think we need to find a middle ground, because if people who are willing to breed with no concern for like anything but the things that they do that for, I'm not gonna say it. I'll get clipped and get kicked off of Twitter, and YouTube. If that's what happens, then you'd think we could respond with a healthy, 3 or 4 kids per family at some point. But if I were to say that in a crowd of people, they would all look at me like I was insane, right? Because I think that, like, if you get married and you're of childbearing age and you are able to, because there are groups of people who have mental health issues where 1 or 2 kids is like the most they can handle, great. But if you can have 3, 1 more than the 2 of you, I feel like that's a good start. If we could target 3, because that always makes the best movies. Families with less than 3 kids are boring. You gotta have a middle kid. You don't have a middle child. What are you gonna do?
Make it spicy.
Exactly.
I never had kids, but it was mostly because my career. All my buddies, they were on like their 2nd, 3rd, 4th marriages, and like other dudes were like raising their kids, and I'm like, hell no. I am not letting some other random dude, raise my kids while fucking I get to see them on the weekends if I'm lucky.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Korea or Japan to help increase.
You know what? Hey, it is my civic duty to go and have lots of sex with hot Asian women.
Italians, South Koreans, and Japanese, and
Chinese are having problems too, because that.
Oh yeah, but they did this themselves though. They did it themselves. The stupidest thing was ever done in history. I don't even understand.
Had to be a boy, like now they're running out of women.
Yeah. Oh
god. Great. That's crazy.
Your veteran, your chat in the arena has just become unhinged.
Oh, I know, dude. I'm like watching it.
That the two they met on the arena. And Colin is in Finland to visit her for the first time ever.
Yeah,
oh, really?
So cute.
Yes, right now. This
man. Well,
this would be the first wedding in the arena.
Wait, who is this?
Hapu and Colin in the chat are
cutest
physically together right now, but they met in the arena, DC and Finland.
Yeah.
Oh man. So well, that makes the chat even more unhinged with some of the stuff they're saying to each other.
Exactly, because you can't kick them out for it, because it's totally acceptable if they're together. If they didn't know each other, it would be ban.
Well,
so how did that happen?
Well, and she's definitely putting him in his place. She's like, fix your language.
They were both, Colin and Apu are both incredibly active members, sort of, but Apu didn't really do a ton of streaming at first, but she was very in the chats, right? And then I think just the fact that they got to know each other, because they're both very it would, at some point they were going to meet, and then You'd have to ask them.
I think it built like so organically.
And Colin built Avalanche. He's actually the dev that built Avalanche.
Yeah.
So he did the code, literally.
Shit.
Like,
Colin did?
Yeah, he's number one on the tip, the number one on the Gladiator, the Champions board.
Yeah. All right.
So
Colin's number one.
Colin's number one.
Hapu
just said mutual private chat. Now
well, don't we'll divert our eyes. You guys go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do.
Special moment. Oh my god.
Yes.
I can't even repeat what's going on in there. No, Colin. No, not saying it out loud. So
what the hell?
What was I gonna? What? Where did that, dude? Bro, if this was my stream, I would ban you. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
The one comment's like, what? We're having such a great moment, and then that comes in like, why?
He's
right.
So
that goes back to what you said about people on the internet. It's like, what? Why? Where did that? I think that go through someone's brain. How?
Well, I think that people have gotten way too comfortable saying things online that they would never say face to face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to be said. Like when I was growing up, it was in the 80s and 90s. And if you said something, it was to somebody's face, and there was a chance if you got incorrect that you were going to get popped in the mouth.
You got whacked.
Slap you.
Mm-hmm. There was consequences for your words. It's you're free to say whatever you want, but there's consequences to your words.
Yeah, there's no consequences for degenerates.
No.
I think more people need to get smacked by their dad.
They had a dad.
It happened with us. Like you say the wrong
thing. They need to figure out a way to where like you have to hook something up to you to go online, and if you get out of line, somebody can like virtually slap you with like an electric shock or something.
Bro, even before
like Pavlov's dog or something like that.
Something.
I asked my mom and dad once why the car companies didn't have a horn that could hit the other person, right? When I was a kid. And my mom was like, what are you talking about? And as far as I remember, they always would tell us, right, you were just like going on and on about how you wanted a horn to hit them. And at first, I guess they didn't know what I was talking about. And finally, I explained it. And they're like, well, the horn doesn't really work. What if they don't have ears, right? Like, what if they can't hear well, right? I wanted something in the car that would like smack them, but I guess it would be good enough if it just like alerted them, or at least you could talk shit and be a text, right? Like, what if every car had a little thing that you had to have in your car that had like where cars within proximity to you could like text something they say in voice, like, get out of my way. At least like get your road rage out, right? Real quick. And you had to see it. That would be kind of cool.
I think we can make a business.
No, I think that's one of the
we're on to something.
Commercial ideas.
We're definitely on to something here.
At first, I was like, "Oh wait, like
a
go gadget."
That would be the opposite of a commercial idea. That would fail so miserably. Only California would pay for it.
I feel like they would love it over there.
Yes.
Your cat is unhinged.
I don't know what I'm trying so hard not to say. Do you know that on the website they made about me, they put a ducky meter? How many times she tries to take out the stream, and there's like a counter, and they can bet, they can put a number, and then everybody can do a bet on like which one. I'm like,
how? You're just gonna make a whole prediction market on your life.
No, on your cat. They did. So the one investor I told you about, Bill, he looked at it and goes, they're trying to market and do a prediction market off your chaos. No one will win. People will never be able to beat that. You just can't predict your chaos. I'm like, I know. So at least this will be a fair betting market, right? But I left the stream for 30 minutes. I came back. They built an entire website. I'm like, wait, what just happened? They're like, well, we were bored. I'm like, okay, I guess that is my fault. I was gone for a long time. But so we did this, and I'm like, oh, come on, you're just joking around, right? I'm like, no, it works. And then they had a duck race in it, had 2 different games in it, had 4 different prediction markets. I'm not even going to say what the other prediction markets are because it's so making fun of me. But the main one is a clock for how long I'm going to be gone. That anybody.
When you say I'll be back in 5 minutes,
and then people can bet on the time. They can someone posts, I bet it's going to be 7 minutes, and then you go over under. So I'm like, I mean, that's pretty smart. I wish I wasn't the guinea pig that had to, have all the characteristics that made it necessary. But that's the way it is. So I love you all. Thank you for doing that. But who knows? We're unhinged. This chat. Sorry, I've lost it.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat right now.
I know.
I know, dude. I love all these.
Yeah,
Colin,
I don't know. Did you guys
Dad.
not see when the entire light? Did you guys not hear or see anything when the whole one of the cameras and light systems just went crashing down early on? You guys didn't notice anything?
No,
because I kept as straight a face as I could. I wanted to scream my cat's name and be like, "No! Look at your cat. Look how nice it is." It just
my cat is super chill, dude.
Mine has anxiety. This one has anxiety. It is constantly shaking. It gets so excited.
Well, I will say this: pets usually their mannerisms and stuff are a reflection of the owner.
Wendell has always been mine. Ducky is her mother's daughter. That's all I'll say. Okay, Ducky's her mother's daughter. Wendell is definitely my cat, the big fat one. So yeah. The one that he's losing weight.
Animals. I find that animals are very sensitive to energy. So if you're a very calm, relaxed person, you'll have very calm, relaxed pets. If you're very high strung and a lot of energy, your pets are going to be very high strung and have a lot of energy.
Malik's ADHD, so his cat's ADHD.
Yeah. So I wanted to say thing. I've been trying to respond to Jay Likes Crypto's comment about the abortion rates in Gen Z, but I can't. It won't work for me. I don't know why. And number two, someone has a question for you about: did you really sell everything you owned and live in a tent? So before you lived on a tent and built your house, you sold everything you owned?
Yeah, I had a rental property and a house in downtown Salt Lake. I had just built a couple of years before a 5,000 square foot house. I had the wakeboard boat and all the stuff that you're supposed to get to be happy and that you're always told that. And I was miserable. Life sucked. And so I was like, you know what? I need to shake things up. So I sold everything, jumped in, whatever I could fit in my truck, was like my guns and my gold and silver and, family heirloom type stuff. And I hit the road and just road tripped up to Montana and Idaho and Washington until I found this place. And as soon as I walked on the property, I got a big creek that goes through the property and a mountain and it was just heaven. Into the driveway, I have one neighbor. One side is all thousands of acres of national forest and then a cattle rancher's on two sides. So I have one neighbor, and it's my buddy John, who's an old hippie that used to grow weed during Prohibition, and his wife, Weepaw from Thailand. She actually, they own the Thai restaurant in town. And so he was a contractor. It just so happened. And so he was kind of the foreman and told me what to do, and I did it. So he'd come over in the morning and, he'd be smoking a joint and he'd be like, all right, today you need to do this, 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 and this. Let me know if you come on over if you need to ask me any questions. And I just spent the day doing what he told me to do.
And when you were done, you go to your tent. This is making sense to me. Okay.
Oh, dude, I would take my baths at night. I'd go down to the creek and I had that Dr. Bonner's, that biodegradable soap.
Yep.
And I'd take a bath in the creek and I cooked my meals in a cast iron skillet on the campfire. And I was living like a hobo, man.
I mean, you're only a hobo if you don't own any of the property you're on, right? Pretty sure you're not a hobo if you own any of the property you're on while holding DeFi assets.
It was an adventure, and it was an experience that I always wanted. And why not? You only live once.
Property's beautiful, man. When I was up there at the beginning of December, I mean, it was snowing and shit, so it was really, really cool.
Oh yeah, really cool. Well, and just the energy here, it's just I mean, it's almost like healing, it's because there's no noise, there's no anything. I mean, there's not even a cell phone signal. If I didn't have Starlink, I'd have no connectivity. For the first couple of years, I actually didn't have internet, didn't have power. So, my heat was just my fireplace that you see behind me. And that was it. So, no, it's
your kitty's actually moving right now. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, your cat just is like so happy just sitting on your lap and not doing a thing.
Dude, if I were closed, my cats would all be in here trying to jump on me.
If I had a way to close the door where they wouldn't start running headfirst in the door, making tons of noise, banging the doors down. I don't know why they're so obsessed with having access to rooms they're not using. I don't get it.
I had one just a while ago trying to scratch under the door.
They just are like, no, let me in. And
so Gina, do you have any pets?
Yes. I have lizards. I used to have black cats. I didn't have any good experiences. I like more traumatic experiences because of other people. So I decided no more cats. So I got some lizards. I have a bearded dragon, a chameleon, and a leopard gecko.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely low maintenance.
Yeah, if I were to pick something, I would want like a hedgehog or like a miniature pig. I love those mini pigs. Have you seen them? They're so cute.
Oh yeah, the little teacup pigs.
I would love one like just as a house pet.
What would you name it? Bacon?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, I want to like think of something else because I feel like everyone, that's such a common name I feel like for pigs. But yeah, I think that's so cute. Oh, and Veteran, did you see that you got tagged by Gladius?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Who's Gladius?
Gladius is a AI bot. They also have one of the top tokens in the arena.
It is the top token right now. It's like 5.3 million market cap, I think.
Yeah, huge. So they're like a bot. So if you ever need to ask, you can tag @Gladius, and they can answer any like arena questions for you. If you
it's actually a pretty good AI. It's a pretty good what are they called? AI. What are these called?
Agents.
AI agents. Yeah, it's a pretty cool agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most agents I've interacted with are just.
There you go. Jay came up with a name for your pig, Peter Porker.
Peter Porker. I love it.
Dude, that is amazing.
I think I've seen that in one of the Spider-Man movies, the animated one. They had a Spider-Man pig, and he was like, "I'm Peter Porker." Fucking cute, dude. I love that name.
So the arena just cleared out the bots, right? And you dropped by 1, and I lost like 40. Like, just you can see it happens sometimes where they'll do a scrub. So
yeah,
so there's 76 viewers and 12 in yours, 10. So that's pretty good. There was a point in time where that would happen and you'd lose like 70%, right? But now it's very minimal. The bots have been very robustly eliminated here.
I need to like do some research into the arena and kind of figure all this stuff out because I don't know anything about it.
You just have to sort of have somebody explain it to you or tinker around because there's stuff on here that I don't even realize has been updated. I'm like, wait, when did we get this? This is like another cool thing. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. And then on X, no matter how much of a banger I write, 100,000 impressions, I get 2 followers. What's the point? What is the point if 100,000 see something and I get 1 follower or 2 followers at most for the whole week? I don't even get it. Doesn't make any sense.
Like me and Jeff, we I don't know. We're kind of weird because like we don't really try to monetize too much. And
I love that when you explain that on New Year's. That's
it's just I mean we're more about just trying to educate people and just be like a credible resource or place channel where people know that we're here just giving good quality information, and it's not because we're incentivized or we're just trying to clickbait people to get eyeballs so that we can make more money. we really just, I mean, want people to find us, have a safe place to come and learn DeFi and crypto and airdrops and, memes or, whatever, so that, they don't get taken advantage of or, get suckered into buying some weird token because, somebody got paid to hype it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And supporting other streamers that aren't predatory. Shit. There's too much of that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, shit. Should we wrap this up? I know that Gina's been streaming for like hours on end.
Well,
Gina's I used to stream for 9 or 10 hours a day on the arena sometimes, like a lunatic, just when I started. And now she's like, she's always streaming, which I know she has real life jobs, so I don't understand it. And a child.
You gotta grow your followers.
That's correct.
Yeah, we're almost at 1K on the arena. And when we reach 1K, I'm doing a Catwoman stream.
Man, I know Jeff will be there.
I fucking love Catwoman, and I have like
bring my cat,
a replica version.
We'll all bring our cats.
Yeah. So 1K followers on arena. Be there. We're almost there. I think we're like 19 away. So.
Oh shit! Really?
All right. Well, everybody that's watching, go and follow Gina if you want to see the Catwoman.
I have a black cat. I'll bring him on stream.
Yes,
let's celebrate.
I love it.
So you really?
He's a boy.
Over
He's really
$100 in the first week of being on the arena. And
oh shit!
Yep, she's close to she's more than $2,000 now. My stream. These are on our streaming accounts because the money you make streaming gets counted in your stream. I kind of wish there was a place you could see it without having to have the stream on, but it'll get there, right? And then my account. If you would have told me I would have made $15 streaming, I would have laughed at you. Literally laughed, like yeah, right. But to see how much has come through, it's just like mind-boggling.
Dude, you and Drew are killing it on that one stream. Like, you guys made like $2,500 on one stream.
The blockchain basement moving over on the arena. Yes, one stream we were tipped $2,500, which is now $3,400 of arena.
Wow.
Damn.
So that, and then it was basically the Christmas stream. I think Christmas Eve or the day before. And somebody gifted a lot of YouTube memberships. So then it started like it was a little war between the YouTube people and the arena people. Started going back and forth with the gifted memberships versus the tips. I think Colin I think Colin had a lot to do with that, if not most of. But yeah, we were definitely. I don't think I've seen Drew with a bigger smile on his face after stream. He was so stoked. It was a good stream, mind you, but there was an energy to it because of we couldn't keep our eye. We're like, what's happening here? Like, we had nothing to do with it. Literally, I would have told you that was minorly like impossible, but that was pretty great.
No, it started out like there was a couple of people that tipped you guys, and then one guy came in and like tipped $1,000.
That was after that 100. That was the guy that gave you 100.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then after that it was just like freaking rapid fire. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, that was true chaos. I kind of wish we had that on like a couple clips of that one, but yeah. So everybody here uses StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
You do agree that they've added good like the features they keep adding are great, right?
Gina uses that OBS or something like that.
I have a little MacBook. I can't even get StreamYard on it. It won't work for some reason.
I actually had the same issue on my old laptop whenever I would try to join Drew, like on Blockchain Basement and stuff. So yeah, I mean, getting an upgraded desktop or laptop will definitely help.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to afford it soon. I have full faith. Full faith.
Well, it looks like you have a good community.
Yeah, really good. It's been a little slow money-wise lately. So I've been trying to...
Everybody spent their money on Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, and the market's been down too, considering the sentiment. It's when things pick up, shit's going to really start rocketing for you.
Yeah, I was really surprised in general that I made a decent amount with the market being so bad. And thanks to Malik, I didn't think we were going to bond the token, but I was like worried about bonding my token like so bad because of the market, it was like Christmas, and we bonded it on Christmas Day because Malik.
I can't believe
Merry Christmas.
it, but we did.
Best Christmas gift ever, dude.
Me and Jeff will share some of Colin's tip with you as soon as I get off this stream and I figure out how to do it.
Thank you.
Spread the love.
That's great. Well, just share it with her.
Share Colin's tip. Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah. Just a tip. Just a tip. Just for a minute. Just the tip.
Share your tip with us.
Dude,
yeah. Well, Colin gave us the tip, so we might as well give you the tip.
Yeah, the Gina token has a much higher market cap than the Where Malik token. So, your token's doing great for a creator.
Hey, I don't know if Marlene would appreciate that, though.
Well, that's what she said. She said, I'm not sharing Colin's tip.
Well, Colin, share you. That's who I really want.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you guys are saying Marla for Hapu. Okay, because I call her by her last name. I'm like,
yeah,
Marla. Me met another girl in Finland. I was saying
Marlene. No, I'm calling her Marlene because I was just looking at the first part and it said Hapu.
Yes, there it is.
And so I was thinking it was a guy. And that's why when I was like, hey, thanks, brother. And she's like, oh, I'm a woman. I'm like, oh, shit, sorry.
That is the best woman I've ever met. The best woman I've ever. She's so freaking sweet. If you pop into one of her streams, she's like a great artist. And her voice is like super cute and
very chill. She's very relaxing.
So chill.
Yes.
She's adorable. And she's super nice and kind-hearted. Just like Colin too. They're both really nice people. So
yes. Cool.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have the arena first arena marriage live on stream. Everybody. Who knows? Let's see. See, it's such a good idea. It has to exist, right? This is meant to be.
I'll tell you what. If this market ever takes off, I've been saying it for a while, but if this market ever takes off to where we all make a little bit of money, we really should plan some kind of get together. Like freaking go over.
Yeah. There's a couple things that I wanted to do. I know I talked with Jay on his stage about an arena con. He says that we need a little bit more people on the platform, but also I kind of wanted a little get together. I think me and Franklin were talking on it about it on Zenny's stage, but we would make a drama series on based off of crypto and make it really fun and maybe comedy. And Franklin was like, oh, I know how to find executives. He was like, I could probably contact Netflix, shit like that. We were going to meet up in Bali. I don't know, a bunch of cool stuff. And I would just love to meet IRL with the arena people in general because they're all really cool people. And Malik is someone I want to meet because he cracks backs and I need my back cracked.
True. I just had this conversation, but it's been a while since I've been to a party where I get sucked into a room of 70 people in a line. I'm like, oh man, you do it to one person. It's like your night is done. You're done.
Oh, my friends always come to me for back cracks. It's so funny.
Dude, I would definitely
help you out with that.
My neck and back is trashed
so bad.
Yeah, your left shoulder is highly elevated. You're hard to tell because you have your hoodie on, but yeah,
jumping out of planes and all that shit.
Oh, dude.
There are no
22 years of carrying 120-pound packs and jumping out of planes. And it's just freaking my back is
an Air Force paratrooper once who, they're the crazy ones that jump out of planes for practice, right? Into the trees and stuff, right? His chute, he fell straight to the ground because whatever happened with the chute, it hit a tree or whatever. And he went straight down and broke 6 vertebrae, but they were clean breaks. But when he got to me, I was just like, oh Lord, it was some of the craziest sounds you've ever heard. I was just
dude, I've watched one of my buddies. He landed and he didn't land properly, and it was uneven ground. And when he landed, his knee folded the wrong way. and he just, it just makes me cringe thinking about it. But it's I was in airborne units like for years and years and years, and then I was a competition skydiver for about 15.
Wait, really?
So, yeah.
Okay, where you do all the tricks and flips and all that stuff in the while you're dropping?
Mostly formation. I mean, I can do all that stuff, but most of what I was doing was formation. So like you do like this sounds sexual, but it's called a four-way and stuff like that, to where you all jump out and like you come together, and then you basically just do different formations and stuff like that. Head to tail, things like that.
Human centipede.
Yeah, human centipede,
You were going like this, and I'm like tips touching.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's called docking. That's
you're docking. I seen something about that. It was so
well. It actually is called docking. Whenever skydivers like come together and do it's called a point or a docking.
Oh my god.
What is there? There's judges that do a points based system. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, basically, what it is like you come together and you have to everyone has to grab hold, and then you all release, and then you have to do a maneuver, and then you have to basically grab hold of each other again, and that's considered 1 point. And so basically you're trying to get as many points as possible, in the time that you have. And, so there's definitely an art to it.
Do you still jump out of planes for fun, or is it boring to you?
It got to the point. Adrenaline is a drug. Anybody that's been an adrenaline junkie knows, and it gets to where you have to do crazier and crazier things to get that bump.
Yeah.
And it got to the point to where we were just doing stupid shit. We were, basically jumping without altimeters and freaking throwing parachutes out, and you jump after your parachute and, things like that. So yeah, it gets stupid.
Dude, that's nuts, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
I mean, you have safety. So there's other people there, and
right. You're not alone. There's a whole the whole thing is just frightening. I want to do it, but I just, I'm just need.
Well, I did backcountry skiing for a lot of years. I worked at ski resorts. It's like a ski patrol and things. So, used to do a bunch of backcountry stuff and rock climbing and pretty much anything to get a rush. But yeah, it gets to be too much. You start doing really stupid shit just to get that rush, and there's only so long you can do that before something bad happens.
Either you break or they break. Something breaks. Yeah, and
I almost died with all the shit I've fucking tried to do. Catching there was a point in my life where, most of my childhood up until I'd say about mid-20s, where I didn't feel anything. I was very numb, emotionless, and adrenaline was the only thing that would just give
snap
me
you out of it.
No, it just give me something to feel, so and I was a dancer for a while, and that was very very
a ballet dancer, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballet, super fun. Yeah, even when I was a teen, I used to do some crazy shit. I almost broke my neck. I tore tendons in between my C7 and C1. Had to wear a neck brace.
Dancing?
Flipping.
Oh, flipping. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a cheerleader as well. So that's shit
dangerous. People don't realize that.
Yeah, it really is. Tossing girls 20 feet in the air, about 2 stories, sometimes even 3, if you do it right.
Oh, Marlene says my cousin climbed Everest, drives enduro, and is a firefighter.
Oh God!
I never climbed Everest or rode. I rode dirt bikes, but not enduros. And I did wildland firefighting for a season, but
What's an enduro?
And enduro is one of those motorcycles that you can go on the street and off road.
They're both. Oh, okay, it's like we would call them what do we call them in the States?
Basically like those BMWs that have like the hard cases on the back, and they have the knobby tires, but you can, drive. They still have all the lights, and they're street legal.
Nice. I got a bike.
What do you got?
I got a 883 Harley Sportster.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Her dad was a world championship enduro driver.
Holy shit, dude.
That explains a lot, actually. That does explain a lot.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's another level. Like climbing Everest and like freaking competing at at that level is like a whole nother.
I wouldn't climb Everest. I hate the cold, and I like being able to breathe.
I don't think I would do it just because it's gotten way too popular. There's like way too many people that do it.
I don't like mainstream shit either.
Yeah.
But I'm like asthmatic. I don't think I can handle that altitude. So,
I just think it's crazy those Sherpas do it without oxygen, and then you got all these people that brag about climbing Everest, and they're up there with oxygen tanks and shit. And you got Sherpas that are just like, hey, this is Wednesday.
Why are they there? I don't understand any of it. Sherpa means guide, right?
I don't know what it means, but they're the guides.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't understand the whole thing at all.
I would jump out of a plane, though. I haven't done that.
I would do that too. I would.
That's on my
people that
maybe that's what we'll do. Like if we have like a freaking meetup, we'll like
that would be great, actually.
A little GoPro. Oh my god.
She's thinking about content still.
I have my old camera helmet, so I can videotape it all.
Come on, that would be so legendary. Like all of us jumping out of a plane.
I mean, it would be awesome. There's no doubt.
Yeah, gotta do it for the content. Yeah,
we got for the likes
and for life. Yeah,
for the likes. Yeah, for the likes, for the lols.
Likes and life, because it is on my bucket list, and it's something that I've always wanted.
It's on mine. I guess if I have one, I guess it is. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and bungee jumping too, but I heard that's more dangerous than skydiving itself.
Well, skydiving, you have a reserve chute. Bungee jump, if something goes wrong, you're just fucked.
Yeah, dude.
I heard hang gliding.
Around.
Well, hang gliding and that parasailing, I've heard is pretty, can be pretty dangerous.
I did the second one. Wait, which is the one where you have the parachute and the boat pulls you?
I think the one I'm talking about is like the ones where they're kind of in that harness and they
okay, got it.
And they actually catch updrafts and thermals, and that's kind of how they keep flight. But yeah, the ones that you're talking about getting towed behind the boat, those are pretty crazy. I've actually seen videos of people dying on those.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. I'm
at a point where I don't want to die now.
Yeah,
that's a good. That is good. That's a good point to be at.
Yeah, that is. No, I'm very happy. So that's dope. Definitely different than before. But now, yeah, I have a child. Gotta live.
Yeah.
Gotta live. I have something to live for.
I do. He's got to see his mother, and I need to see him grow up. All right. And he's autistic. I don't trust anyone to raise him, especially not in my family. My mom's a gold digging whore. No. No, I'm serious. If anyone wants to date my mom, she's freshly single, so shoot me a DM on X. Gold digger, so keep that in mind. UVL, she's got her tits done. So she's like fresh on the market. She got revamped and everything. Yep. She's fully built. She's made up out of parts. So
there you go, bells and whistles.
Yep.
Well, All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. We can pick this up if you guys want to join us on Friday. We can do this again.
Do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Matt.
Right.
Yeah.
I did want to say. So I got a content idea. So the whole duck thing, right?
Yep.
I want to share this. This is my duck shrine in my apartment, right?
Oh, dude, that is so
And
hilariously awesome. That is so awesome.
My group of friends were the duck squad, and I need
Okay.
to get my duck tattoo somewhere on my arm.
Oh, look at this.
So
Live stream ducks. Yes.
Gina, if we do a meetup, we got to get my duck tattoo.
I will do
and
that.
we could have Gina do my tattoo. Yeah, I gave that to Vet when I was up there.
Really?
Jeff just like randomly left this when he was up here.
It was my offering.
So my mom has a Jeep, so she's got a whole thing lined.
Shit. Yeah.
Fucking full of ducks, dude.
Seriously?
So we got to do my duck tattue. Could be tattooed by Gina on stream.
Dude, that is the
and
way
we could
to
have
go.
like a whole. We could have a whole thing
I fucking love
and
how
do duck
you-
races.
Yeah, that's how. Isn't that how you? That was how you had your first big stream, was when you tattooed Arena on you, right?
Yeah, that was like the first one where I had like a bunch of viewers. Over 200. That's the first time I had over 200 viewers.
Tattooed the Arena.
Yeah.
Tattooed it right. Look, it's right there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh damn.
The Arena logo.
Yeah. It was very awkward because I was like this. Because you usually have to like take your other hand and stretch the skin.
Yeah.
I didn't have another hand, so I kind of just like stretched my wrist. Yeah, but it came out pretty good.
Yeah, it looks
no
good,
blowout.
for you.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I was very worried also because it was such an awkward position. But yeah, I would love to do more stream tattoos. Also, Boff was saying that he is going to try to get me a booth at Summit. I didn't even know where that is or when it is.
It hasn't even been. It hasn't been announced. I don't think they haven't chosen location. Dude, forget that. I'm telling you, we're gonna do Arena Conference 1.0.
Let's do it.
In one ecosystem, we're gonna do our own.
Jason,
I need some ink done. I need some ink done.
Yeah,
look at that.
Let's do it, Vet.
Oh, you've got
do it
it
at the
everywhere
arena.
where your dress uniform would cover, right?
Oh yeah. No, all my tattoos, like I have a full sleeve, but all my tattoos are, so they can be covered up with a long sleeve shirt.
Nice. Yeah, I did like a bunch of my own. A bunch. I don't even know if I could. I did my legs. Let me see if I can.
I heard the feet are really bad.
Holy banoli!
shit.
Here we go, guys. I haven't seen this yet. This is, dude. It is
That's
up.
above
That is
or below?
crazy.
Yeah, and I did my arm. Just like my friend did that
As
one.
long as you don't add a septum piercing to that. No. I'm just-
Is that a Squirtle?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
Squirtle Squad.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
Ah,
yeah. That's one of my baby.
That's Jeff's crew there.
Really?
oh man.
I grew up on Pokemon, so I love it, and I love anime. I don't even watch regular TV. Everyone's like, "Have you seen this show or like Stranger Things?" And I'm like,
Oh, Food Wars.
"No."
You watch Food Wars?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so good though. It's so good.
That's a good one.
Typical Japanese cartoon.
Very just a touch, just a step before hentai. It doesn't show any nudity, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, dude. They're like, "Do you watch TV show?" I'm like, "No, I watch hentai." No, but like
man.
super good. I think we were talking about Dr. Stone last time. Was that with you?
Oh, where they're trapped for like 1,000 years and
Yeah, when they all turn to stone and it's very
that's-
scientific. Yeah,
I couldn't imagine. No.
I love it. I love how they brought like real life, and it's like accurate. Even Food Wars, like it's accurate in the way they cook. It's accurate. In the science on Dr. Stone, like you can literally, it teaches you how to rebuild society if it were to go down. And that's really fucking cool. I love anime. It's the best.
Wait, anime teaches you how to survive the end of the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Asians, they be doing some crazy shit. Okay, anime, best action scenes, best comedy. You got titties. Okay, like what more can you ask? And you have information that the Asians, you know how the Asians are. They just be putting shit out there.
And there's been a few that have made me just like tear jerkers.
I prefer real titties over cartoon titties.
I agree with you 100,000%. I mean, that's just real life ones. Yeah,
they're the best.
Oh, freaking Mai loading is no Soul Killer was talking about those squirrel suits. Have you ever watched those videos?
Yeah,
where they skydive and they're flying down the mountainside.
Squirrels.
Yeah. Well, and they're flying down the mountainside, with those flying suits.
That's dangerous, dude.
That's something I wouldn't mind trying.
Oh my god, that would be
that
cool.
would be sick. If you want the feeling of flying, that would be it.
I feel like I would hit a mountain or something, or a big rock. I feel like I would go Kirschblatt. To be honest. But yeah, that's fucking cool, dude.
All right, let's go around the horn. So
Jeff, I think we're getting out of hand. I think it's going to get.
Yeah. We're talking about like cartoon titties and squirrel suit. So, all right, Jeff, closing thoughts.
Give these guys a follow. Jump on the arena. Everyone out there on YouTube, Twitter. We're trying to build a good community of solid people and help support each other. And just try and catch as many streams as possible, throughout the week. I know we all got our day jobs, but support people, share it out on Twitter, on socials, and just spread the love.
Absolutely. Malik, closing thoughts.
This better be the return of the bull market and not a fake out, or I'm going to be very angry. Okay, I'm going to be very angry, and I'm going to just be very frustrated. But that's about it. Just let's pray to God it goes up, not down. Okay. Sorry,
Fuck yeah.
Until I know this is back, I'm a little bit like gun shy. I've been traumatized for so long. It's like never having the good times.
Cautiously optimistic. Gina, closing thoughts.
I love the arena. I wish we would all come together a little bit more. That's why I think like the con is a great idea. But I feel like we should all be working together and build each other up, and we can go up together. And I think that's my plan.
I do concur with that sentiment massively.
Yeah. So I'm just happy to be here, and I love you guys. And thank you for having me on, Veteran.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was very nice to meet you. Jeff.
Yeah.
And
I'm a real person.
Yeah, but I love you guys. I love Arena, and you guys are stuck with me, so fucking get used to it.
Awesome. I love it.
Oh.
Peace in the Middle East.
I'm actually digging the arena quite a bit myself. I really want to grow our channel on the arena over YouTube. I mean, I know that YouTube has a lot more people, but it seems like it's just a better quality over on arena, and I like that there isn't the risk of building a channel and having it rugged by Google or something like that because. You say something that's not politically correct at the time or something.
The truth is, there are one or two streamers on there that we probably wish could be removed, but it just and for reasons that probably 99% of people will be justified, but it won't happen because they haven't done anything illegal. There's just not, and that's the best way to protect everyone else is talking, right?
So this is my final thing before we cut this off. Everybody that either is currently watching this on YouTube or X, I want you to, you would please come over to the arena, get on the arena, make sure that you're following, Twice Slice, Malik, and me
I
and
can do
Jeff.
one better. I can offer them the first 5 people that join your chat next time can get $5 of arena.
Oh,
There you go.
shit. Okay.
So we'll be on Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's the next stream. But if you could help Arena grow, let's start like getting off of YouTube and getting off of these monopolies and get these, up and coming, social media platforms that are much more, about liberty and freedom and people being able to say and do and be creative without worrying about, again, getting their channel rugged. So,
or the greed.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Jeff.
Welcome.
And I'm sorry, Gina, did you have one more thing?
No, I'm just saying YouTube and all the big platforms, like they're just greedy.
Greedy. Well, greedy and controlled.
Yeah, come to the better side. Come to Arena.
Jeff, hit me up on X. So about the Ducks, I have an idea. Okay, goodbye. Peace out.
All right, we'll see you on Friday.
Oop my ass. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.